You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, people are saying that, it's for the better interest of Canon, but it's also for the better interest of themselves. So we don't know. I feel like I always used to tell Canon, I said, that's your mistress, because listen, y'all always on the phone, y'all always
Yeah.
fighting.
Wait, isn't he the godfather of Luce's child?
Yes, he is. He was actually there at the hospital when I gave birth.
Wow. So they got to be cool. That's the godfather of the kid. Anything happen to Luce, White got to step up,
Hmm.
right? Wow. Okay. Do you guys have a relationship with Adam?
Excuse me?
Like Adam 22.
What, what relationship?
No, do you guys have like because I know I seen Brick recently say that he felt Adam switched up on him. Do you guys?
There's no relationship. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's a business thing.
Okay.
I know. Listen, Adam don't know us from a can of paint, and
Yeah.
we don't know Adam from a can of paint. It's really just business.
So
You know what
y'all
I'm
not
saying?
expecting Adam to put
He's
like
using
10
us,
grand.
we're using him. It's equal at this point. You know what I'm saying? He gets the content, and we get the content.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, there's no, I'm expecting anything from him and he's expecting anything from us. It's just a mutual, hey, okay, what's up? Cool. We just cordial.
Now I feel like I'm interviewing you, but still, I've heard that you guys are in a different financial situation than everybody else. Brick got mad at Adam, looked like he needed a few dollars. Um, have you guys monetarily? Because obviously this is gonna be a fight with the government, right? And it's gonna be
Hmm.
costly. Have
Hmm.
you guys you're good on that end, or is it a situation where you guys are reaching out to people who could assist, or what?
Well, listen, of course, we make money, but, Cannon has supported so many people along the way. So he's expecting his boys, his friends, his business associates to also step in and not put it all on my back. You feel
His
me?
child's
That's just,
godfather, the white got to put some things on that. Come on now.
yeah.
I mean, come on, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I would think one hand washes the other. It would be the
I'm still waiting.
okay, all
But,
right.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't worry, Wack gonna put some of that diaper money on it. Don't you worry. Some of that diaper.
Still waiting on a box of diapers. Right now, I'm sponsored by Coterie. Coterie sponsors Callie. They
Yeah,
pay him every month to promote, and they send him a goodie box every month. He
really.
he gets 100 diapers every month. He
What?
has no lack of diapers right now.
Oh, well, the incredible diaper is probably gonna be in the mail.
Well,
How?
and the diapers got to pay the same 10K that the Cody is paying every month too.
Oh shit. Okay, okay. Hey, how much? How often do you talk to Luce? Because I feel like on once I'm conflicted about even this whole content behind bars thing, but I do understand it probably helps keep the sanity for them. Like it's really tough mentally. It's probably draining, and that's an outlet for them, right? And if they could,
Mhm.
do whatever to continue, their online business or hustle, just not incriminating themselves, I can't really say there's a problem with it. But how often do you talk to him? And because it feels like you're like the middle woman, no pun intended, in
Mhm.
us hearing his voice and the fans kind of still knowing what's going on with him.
Yeah. I speak to him every day. Every day, I would say minimum 5 times a day.
Really?
Minimum.
Okay.
Yes. He has his ways to be able to call me as much as he needs. We also talk on core links. And we chat in the emails too. So if there's something I need, say, baby, call me. This, he'll call. He'll find a way to call. He's real cool with the guards too. So say if they're on lockdown,
Hmm.
he'll find a way to get out to call me. He'll be let out, and then they'll put him back. So
Really?
it's been a blessing that his situation is that he's around people that actually fuck with him. Excuse my French. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that he has that, and he has people that he knows up in there too. So it's not like he's alone. You
Uh huh.
know, at first, it seemed cool that him and Brick Baby was kumbaya, but it just, I guess, they were going to butt heads one way or the other. Just they were already doing it in the street. What makes you think they want to do it behind, in the precinct, in the jail? So
Well, I thought they were gonna kind of adopt that mentality to be like, listen, we're not really cool, but while we're here, we'll take the us versus them mentality.
I thought so too. But I guess people get in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. Content is content. At the end of the day, nobody's bashing nobody. Listen, I went and added free Big Baby shirts to help their family. All the sales and proceeds went straight to her. I made not one dime off of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever came in, I sent her way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the problem? The whole
Yeah.
point is to keep your name in the algorithm, keep things going. So if Canon is talking and mentioning things, it's for a reason. It's not to go against you and make you look crazy. It's what's already being said. We're not speaking of anything that's not already said on the internet.
Yeah.
It's just conversation. Our calls are like our daily conversations. And I'm in the process of doing a TV show based around this whole indictment.
Yeah. Really.
So yes. Yes, and with this TV show, all of these calls and things like that is going to be also within that show,
Mm-hmm.
um, and what the behind the scenes, the things that happens within the family, what's happening with the drama. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, there's lots of drama.
There's a
You
lot of
know,
drama.
man, it's just a lot. It's always drama.
By the way, are you cool with?
I've never had this much drama a day in my life until I met this man. I'm,
Oh
I'm
man.
telling you right now.
I mean, listen. When I met you guys, in New Jersey when we did the interview, you guys are a 1-2 punch. I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely a power couple there. So wait, I watched the clip where I think he Luce had called into No Jumper, and specifically, I think the guy, I forgot his name. He's a podcaster. He's kind of dark skinned. He said he was trying to get at you to say, if you love your husband, you shouldn't want him to speak. Because even if, he gets in a heated back and forth, he could say something that could jeopardize maybe a bond hearing, could jeopardize anything with the case. And right now, the priority should be getting out, not necessarily still keeping in the algorithm. To that, you respond by saying what? Because people are thinking it's irresponsible to have someone incarcerated even get in online drama because the ego could have him slip up and say something that could permanently affect whether he gets out in the near future.
I have spoken to him many, many times about that, and I told him he needs to be mindful of what he says. He is a grown man, and he wants to do what he wants to do. He chooses to have these conversations, and he tells me, "Wife, call this person. Wife, do that." I'm gonna do that. At the end of the day, yes, I have advised him on a lot of things, but even him out, he won't listen to me. So what makes you think he's gonna do it then? At the end of the day, if this is what makes him happy, if this is what's keeping his sanity, if this is what he wants, I'm going to do what he wants. It's that simple.
Do
If
you
I know
consult
he
with
don't
his
figure it out,
lawyer?
I'm telling him to do it.
Do you consult with his lawyer?
Absolutely. His lawyer has every link to every call. Before I even release it, I send it to him. So
Oh, okay.
best believe we are being advised. A lot of people feel like they are lawyers and they know the system and they know this, that, and the third. No, you don't. Okay. We know that fight that he talked about in the thing wasn't documented, so he wouldn't get in trouble for it. So even when, say, if they bring it up in court, the judge's like, well, is there any document about this? They're like, no, okay, move on. We know this already. Okay. So it's not like he's going to get in trouble for saying what's already been said and what's out there.
Mm,
He's not, he is not going on and saying, oh, I'm going to shoot you in the head and do this, do that. He's not doing that.
yeah.
He's not. He's just back, doing what he do, entertain, talk about what's happening to him. It is nothing wrong with him talking about his life and what's going on.
Hey, so I see people like in my chat that they're asking if like how is the best way for them to support Luce, because a lot of people like just like me. Once Luce started hitting us with the sweetie, like we start rocking with him a lot. I watch his content a lot, but there are people who are wondering, is the only way to support him currently just continuing to view his content or talk about him or whatever, or are there
Definitely,
other ways?
definitely keep viewing his content. I'm coming up with creative ways to keep him involved within the page, because the phone calls is one thing, but I'm also gonna figure out a way where we can make some animated stuff too, so you can have a visual thing. Um, we do have a website. It's loosecannon.com where you can purchase t-shirts. We have free loose cannon t-shirts. We have sweetie merchandise too. So if you want t-shirts, hats, I have some beanies coming out. I got a bunch of different things coming out, even for the ladies, because he does have quite a bit of ladies that love that too. So it's like I need to focus on that. I've been focusing more on the men's merch, the shirts and the hats and stuff, but I'm definitely gonna work on that too. So if you guys want to support, that's the best way to do it, because Canon's not the type to be like, hey, send money to my wife's way. And no, he'd rather you support in a way where you show his logo, or show his slogan, and that goes
Yeah,
towards
he's not a
help.
handout type of nigga. He's not like a beggy beggy type of dude. I can't
He's
even
not.
lie.
And even if he ever needed it, he wouldn't tell you that. He's
Mm.
so humble. He'll give you his shirt off his back. That's the type of person he is. Obviously when he rocks with you. When he don't rock with you, he gonna be calling you sugar plums and
Yeah.
soft ice cream and cocoa puffs
Sweetie.
and
Hey, so speaking of which, and I remember, I'll talk to you about this when he gets on. I don't want to bring that up, honestly,
Mhm.
because I think that might just be a part of his case. Actually, it's in the indictment. But the interview that we did, and he mentioned the Meek Mill stuff. Later on, which by the way, I think they reference it in the indictment. Later
Mhm.
on, Wack spoke on it. Wack was like, "Man, I knew this nigga was lying the whole time," and I was like shocked by that, because I was like, "Wait, you were sitting with him and like hanging out, not hanging out, but like you were kind of co-signing him this whole time, knowing he was lying." I'm wondering, what do you think about that whole thing? Did you know Luce was lying? Was he lying? Why do you think he said those things?
I honestly wasn't there around that time, so I can't tell you what's truthful and what's not truthful.
Okay, that's fair.
I go based on what he says. If he says that's what it is, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, Wack obviously has his motives. He has his ways of wanting to make sure people don't get into any trouble or whatnot. So he's gonna say what he's gonna say. He's gonna make up his thing like, I never knew about this. I never knew that this was true or not true, and he's gonna discredit loose cannon as much as he can. And it's not to say that he is going against him. I would say also maybe he's trying to protect him in one way, shape, or form.
Oh, that's actually an interesting thing, because I thought they were like switching up on each other, and I was like, man, I like when they were a 1-2 combo. But that makes sense. He
No,
might
but
be.
I'm not speaking on others. The other ones that have switched up on him, they definitely have switched up. They don't really got motives besides switching
Wait, who? I only knew him with Whack.
up. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Chad, who's she talking about? Who's she talking about? Somebody said, "What's her YouTube channel?" Her YouTube channel is it Sharice
Sharice
Mills
Mills.
and Loose Cannon? It's a joint channel, right?
Yep. It's a joint channel
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Sharice Mills. I actually had this channel when I was doing heavy with my music. So, I had a decent amount of subscribers already on there, and it was just sitting. I said, honey, you know what? Take over my YouTube instead of starting from scratch. That way we can be monetize all that from right away.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Mhm.
Yo, these people are hilarious. Oh, she said Brick, but Brick and Luke's weren't that cool. Like Brick couldn't be the one switching up.
It's
It
not. It's
says,
not that one.
uh,
Not that one.
what did chat talking about? 360. What's a 360? You know who 360 is?
No.
Maybe they talking about 600.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. They
Hmm.
say you favor Lotto. Not gonna lie, that's what they say.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
Oh, do you?
You know,
Okay.
if I drop this baby weight, I'll get it more too.
Wait, how many months since you delivered a child?
My baby's now currently 8 months.
Oh wow. Okay. Congrats.
Hmm.
Uh
Yeah, he's knocked out right now. I'm watching him on the camera.
oh, lit. The baby cam. The baby cam is clutch.
Man, isn't it?
Yo, chat. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, these people in my chat, they're so fucking horny. Like they're over here trying to suggest you do an OnlyFans to like get money to help.
Listen, been there, done that, sweetie.
What, you had an
Those
OnlyFans?
those were COVID days when I was bored and I had entertainment was shut down, the whole world was shut down. I said, oh, okay, I saw how much money people was making. Shoot, if Gigi Hadid and Chris Brown and everybody and Tory Lanez and everybody could open up OnlyFans, why can't I?
Tori
Shoot,
had an OnlyFans? Pause. But still, damn. Nah, I mean, I get you. I get you. Okay. Chat, all right. I mean,
but
listen,
those days are gone. Sorry,
chat,
guys.
whatever way y'all can support her, go support her. Fuck, who cares? But she does have a YouTube channel, and you should listen. I
I did.
rock with Loose Cannon. He's given me countless amount of entertainment, and I want him to be free. I hate that he's caught up in this nonsense.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, y'all can go put money on his books too. If that's the way too. If y'all want to
Yeah,
get a
but
phone
people don't know
call
how to
from,
do that. Like you gotta like post something on Instagram that could instruct people how to do something like that. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never even put some books on. That seems so like, yo. The other day I had to set up an account to collect calls from jail, and it was the most difficult thing I ever did. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I don't really know that system that well. So you got to tell people how to do it.
it's just through Western Union. They have a thing, like a joint thing with the Federal Bureau,
Yeah.
where you just put his inmate number and his name will pop up automatically too with that, and then the rest is so it explains it.
Oh man. Hey, chat. Y'all are too horny. Somebody said she was showing feet. Man, stop it. Somebody said, no, we gonna put money on your books. Nah, they are horny up in here. All right. Okay. So, as much as you know, what's the current status for Luce, and what should we expect? Because here's the thing, like, I heard that he went to a bail hearing, and I heard he got denied. And historically, when it comes to RICO cases and things of this nature, if you get one denial, it's unlikely that you will get bail another time unless something else comes up, right? Like for example, with DURK, they're trying to possibly get him bail or even the whole thing thrown out because they're saying he got indicted with fan-made material that was presented to the grand jury.
Right.
Are you and Luce, but specifically since I'm talking to you, I'm asking you, what's your mindset on when you'll see your husband?
Well, we are currently working on another detention hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Attorney is providing documents, that show that his whereabouts were completely different to when the actual incident occurred, and he also, has someone that was there that's vouching for it too, and cell phone records as well. We have that. So
What
those are
incident?
the
Is it the alleged they said like a robbery or something, right?
correct.
Okay.
So there is no physical evidence besides someone's word of mouth he was ever there at that robbery.
Mm.
So he was, yes, he's joked and said some things on a podcast about a robbery, but he wasn't speaking about that specific robbery. So they're just using it to say, hey, this sounds similar to this story, so it has to be this.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay. So another potential bail hearing is gonna hopefully happen soon, right?
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
what is the and it's fine if you can't give a definitive answer on this. What's the current strategy for him? Is the current strategy like, hey, listen, hey, they have really nothing. We're innocent. We are going to fight this in a trial, or
Hold on,
if
y'all.
oh,
Here we go, guys. That's
okay,
them.
all right, let's see.
An inmate at a federal prison. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To hear the cost of this
Can
call,
y'all hear it
press
clear?
4 now.
Yep.
You may begin speaking now.
Hello. Hey, baby, you're live on the podcast.
What's up?
You got Ack in the building. He's on here.
Yeah, I can't listen. Luce, what up, bro?
What's up?
I can't hear him too well. I think I'm gonna have to put it closer to the mic. Okay.
Go ahead, honey. Talk while you're getting jerked over there.
Yeah.
What's up? What you been doing?
Man, I've been chilling, man. I've been chilling. How you been?
You know, something.
The volume is going in and out.
Bob's going in and out. I don't know how to. Okay, on a Mac, where's the mic at? Top or the bottom?
Ooh, I think it might be right. It's right by the screen, I think.
By the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we can hear you. Is he speaking?
Hi, Dirk. How you doing? Good. Ack, go ahead. You can talk to him.
Yo, Smirk. I can't really hear him that well. Smirk. It's your boy Ack here, man.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, now I can hear him. Schmirk.
I don't know if he heard. He said, "What you
Wait,
got
hold
going,
on.
bro?"
Just you know what you can do? Add me. Hold on, Sharice. Add me in real
Uh-huh.
quick. Add me into the.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna add him to the call.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Just
calling me or am I calling you?
I'm calling you. I'm calling you. I'm calling you.
Okay, hang on. Okay, you're on.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
Schmirk, what's cracking with you, my brother?
Killer, what you got going?
Man, I've been chilling, man. We missed the fuck out of you out here, bro. How you been?
I've been good, man. Mentally, spiritually. I've been on top of my shit. I'll be back out there, you hear me?
Man, we can't wait, bro. We've been praying for you.
Oh, thank you. I need all the prayers. No, I appreciate you. I was telling him, I'm like, I thought he told you I didn't want to talk to you. I'm like, no, I ain't said that. I just haven't been calling nobody like that.
Yeah, nah, man. Listen. We all understand.
I'm gonna
mute
mute my mic, put it on yours so that they can hear it. The audio's better on your end.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
Unmute your mic on the live.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, Schmirk, man, 100%. I don't know why that's happening. Yeah, Schmirk.
No, go ahead.
Yo, the whole hip hop waiting for you, man. I think we miss your presence. I know we locked in, and I seen what type of spiritual journey you was on. So like, I'm hoping you keep that up, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing changed, bro. I just been focused on life, my family and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn how to speak Arabic here.
Wait, how you learn that? Like, how do you get to learn that? They got classes?
You said I can't hear you.
Do they got classes for that? Or you just
No, it's just a couple guys here that know how to speak Arabic fluently. So I'm just learning the different words and tighten up my Arabic, just getting my knowledge together for real. I ain't really on too much of nothing, bro. I don't even be thinking about the outside.
Really? Man,
yeah,
I see your father, like, he was speaking about you, and it brought me back to the conversation we had. Man, I see where you get it from, man. Like, your father's a stand-up dude.
Yeah, that's my wisdom right there. He be on point. Love him to death. What you been working on? What you got going?
Man, just hip hop is hip hop. Just did like some Kanye interview not too long ago, but man, this shit boring out here without you, bro.
Yeah, I'm really, I got a lot of stuff going on, bro. I ain't really too much focused on too much stuff that is like negative no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you on that. We was bumping your album over here. How is even releasing that from where you at right now? Cause your fans love you.
Honestly, bro, I ain't heard it.
Really?
Nah, they was telling me about the few songs, and they tell me to call back. I wouldn't call them back like that. But they was keeping me updated. But I ain't heard nothing. This is like a box of hell. We don't get no news, no talk, no nothing. If you don't call or somebody send it to you on the computer, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I remember. Who reached out to me? Duty Low hit me. It was just like, yo, send me an email. I'm gonna give it a smirk. And I was like, yo, definitely. I just wanted to kind of see like if you were in good spirits. So that's why I'm glad you on here now.
Yeah, I'm always in good spirits, bro. I be in my box. I don't really too much be talking to everybody or trying to be like in everybody's business or have everybody in my business. I really just been chilling, but I always send my.
This call is from a federal prison.
I always send my love out to everybody who who I fuck with and who I be talking to and rocking with. But other than that, I just read to myself.
How the fam been?
The family?
Yeah.
My family good. I talk to them. It's the only people I talk to is just the family and my lawyer for real. Just keep my spirits up, keep my energy pure.
How's your relationship with your family now that you're in there? Is it closer?
Huh? What you mean?
Like, are you closer with your family as far as your relationship? Being up in there talking to them every day?
I don't get what you're saying. You saying like if I'm close to my family?
Yeah, like now with all that's going on, has it brought you guys closer?
I always been close to my family. I'm a family man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Smurf. You know, I've been, man. I know y'all was just wondering about your mental, man. I just saw you on this journey, and I seen how, like, even, you know, there's a few times you hit me up and you were just like, yo, Ak, I'm just checking on you. You know, that meant a lot to me. It wasn't even like nothing crazy going on, but you were just like, yo, Ak, I'm just trying to make sure you're good. I'm checking up on you. That told me a lot about your character, and like, really just, you were in a really positive space, man. And
Yeah. Ain't nothing changed. I just don't be. I ain't no follower, bro. I ain't just too much in tune with the industry drama and all that shit. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I don't care who don't like you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Vice versa.
That's what's up.
You still talk to me if they don't like me. It don't matter. But I ain't really been too much focused on that type of shit anyway.
Yeah, what's a regular day like? Because, you know, I know you getting in touch with your spirituality, your religion, and everything, but like, you know, everybody's wondering, like, man, I wonder what he's going through on a daily.
So I talk to my family, to my wife, 24/7. We be in just prayer, you know, learning Arabic. I've been in these books heavy, just read up on the history and just everything. I don't really be walking around talking and playing and doing none of that. We'll play basketball, but I always try to stay focused and busy. That's why I don't really talk to the outside like outside of the family, because I don't want to hear all the extra shit, the bullshit, the drama, the shit. I really just, yeah, you know, I just really just stay in the learning mode.
Hey, I know you cooking them niggas and balling there, man. I know you was nice. You was nice out here. Don't tell me you lost the skills on you there. I know you cooking.
I'm like 50 and 4.
What y'all running? 1v1s, 2v2s? Like 5v5s?
2v2. No, 2v2s. I'm done. You hear me? My ankle gave out.
Oh, nah.
Nah, they ain't give out. I'm done though. 50 and 2. That's cool. You hear me? Like 50 and 4, I mean.
Nah, yo, Spurk, they probably just letting you win, bro. Like, ain't no way you cooking like that. Chill.
Nah, it's good energy in here. You know, ain't too much nothing going on. If you ain't playing basketball,
We got a minute left. So if there's anything you want to say, you have a lot of young fans that look up to you. Is there something you want to tell them?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, Allah Akbar.
Yo, Smirk. Yo, listen, we love you, brother. You just stay strong. We rooting for you. We hoping you get through this, man. And we can't wait till I can't wait till you get out. We gonna lock back in. You feel me?
Yeah, you know that. I got you, buddy.
Always.
Okay, there we go. It was so hard. I was trying not the feedback, you know, the
Yeah,
feedback.
no, it worked out eventually, yo. Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to LUCE for
I
that.
gotta get myself like you act, you know, with the mics and all that.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. By the way, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So wait. So how does the calls work in jail? Because it looks like
And
they get
it's
10
hard
minutes.
because they only give you 10 minutes at a time, so it cuts real quick. And in 10 minutes, sometimes you'll be like talking like, "Oh shit, 10 minutes just passed. It's so quick."
Yeah. So after they get off in 10 minutes, could they call back or do they have to wait a period?
So technically, you have to wait an hour to 2 hours, but as you can see, he calls from the different. They have
They got their
different
ways,
people that
yeah.
will let them call if they're not using their call. So he would buy people's calls. That's how he's able to call me so much every day. So when you notice when the call came in, it wasn't his name; it was someone else's name.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you a question. So how did, and I didn't want to waste time asking them that, so I'll ask you. How was that first interaction? I don't know if LUCE knew DURK before, or
Yeah,
they
he
just
did.
okay. So they knew each other before. How did him coming in that unit and DURK is there? How was that? You know what I mean? Them kind of being around each other, and what's that dynamic like? Has LUCE said anything about that?
No, he hasn't really said anything in regards to that, but they were cool. And as you can see, what Dirk said, he's like, he don't care if half the world don't fuck with you. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you, no matter what's
Smirk a
going
real
on.
nigga. Smirk's a
Yeah,
real nigga. I can't even lie to you. That's a
yeah.
real nigga right there.
So he's not with all the internet dramas and the this and the back and forth. They've had a relationship before. Canon actually has a feature from Dirk that hasn't been put out yet.
Really?
He has so many stuff in his computer, y'all. So many people try to discredit what he has done and the things he is. You don't realize people pay out people to take them off of credits.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of that to where
Okay,
you'd be a
that's true too.
ghostwriter or a ghost producer and you wouldn't even know it. So of course, a lot of things that he said he's done, you're not going to see it on paper.
So they were trying to say that Luce was lying about a whole bunch of stuff, especially like music stuff. Um, you know, I'm guessing he probably won't have the chance to call back while we're on. But
Well,
what
but we'll see. We'll see.
what do you say to that? Like,
You know, people are gonna always say what they want to say, but the proof is in the pudding. Don't he got a record with Nipsey?
you do? I looked it
Okay,
up. You do.
the pudding. Can't y'all see the music he drops? He can go in a studio and literally spit something from the head and record it in 1 or 2 takes, and it's over with. You can't be a mediocre person and not be someone that's seasoned to be able to do that. I don't think people understand how it works in the record business when you're literally going to record it. Some even really established artists can't do that.
Yeah,
Okay, they can't go in and say, okay, I'm gonna do this and be out in less than 10-20 minutes.
yeah,
He
yeah.
can record a whole song in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think for whatever reason, because some people got introduced to him like as this persona that
Right.
they
They only know the
yeah
sweet
they, they,
loose cannon.
they haven't
They
seen
don't
him.
they don't know Tremaine Williams.
No, exactly. And to that point, it's like, for example, when like I quote unquote blew up, and a lot of people knew me for this guy who was reporting the news, talking about what's going on in the industry. That they were like, okay, he's never been a DJ. It was like I did DJ. I DJed for years,
You
but
just didn't
now,
know.
but that wasn't the thing that made you know me, right? And maybe it's that. So yeah, I think that's why people they would want to see him do music. Did he ever think about doing music? Because he started to generate a buzz with his name, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. He did music back in the day, and then he took a break and just produced. So now he's back in it. He dropped a couple of records already, and we're in talks with doing a deal with I can't say just yet until we pen it, but for his new record, Do Something. I
Hmm.
don't know if y'all ever heard anything. Just type in Loose Cannon, LUCE Cannon, and you'll see most of his new records that popped up. We got Do Something. We got Rich Slide. We've got America's Most Wanted. That's featuring Quilly from Philly. We got a lot. I don't know if you can, act when you get off the stream. Go, play some of his records to some of your fans, because that's another way you can support him, by streaming his music and spreading the word out there like that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Y'all see it?
yeah, I see it.
Let's get it. I may have you do your thing because your audio is way better than mine.
Yeah, you can just add me in.
Yeah.
This call is recorded, subject to monitoring at any time. To hear the cost of this call, press 4 now.
Okay, call me now.
Speaking now.
Hi, baby. Hang on, I'm gonna connect you with Act. Hold on. Okay, you're on.
Luce,
What's up with that?
what's good with you, man? I see you so making plays in there, man, doing your thing, huh?
Yeah, still. Yep, still doing my thing. How everything going with you?
Everything's good, man. I want to say I appreciate you for connecting that up. That was huge. I think that might be the first live
That is.
conversation that we had with Smirk. So that was kind of dope. So I appreciate you for connecting that up, though.
No, of course. Anything that I could do, I can always help. You always support me. I appreciate everything that you've been doing for me. You know what I'm saying? You always, stick up for me.
Yeah.
And they run good content.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. Hey, so I know you like very much in tune, and I was actually just speaking to your wife about this. Like, I asked Dirk the same thing, but I want to ask you, what's your day to day? And I want to know what happened with the brick situation. What happened there? Because I'm hearing,
Oh, yeah.
I heard a story can't be
So,
true. I heard he asked you for a fade, you turned it down, and I'm like, that's not loose. That's AI.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just the most goofiest shit in the world. So basically, he was messing with a trainee.
and when he was messing with a trainee, I told
Who?
Brick that ain't good. Brick was.
Wait.
Dead homie.
Whoa. He was messing with.
And I could put everybody on the phone right now. On neighborhood crib, he was messing with a trainee. I went big on him.
Wait. In jail?
Hey, C-Cat.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Stop
Jeff,
it.
you go call C-Cat. Yeah. He was messing with a trainee, and then I went big on Cuz, and then I told Cuz, I said, listen, bro, that ain't the hood, or where I started yelling at him and screaming at him. I said, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Wait, so you called
And
him
then
messing
next
with
thing
a
I know-
transgender individual?
Listen, listen. Hey, C-Cat, there's academics on the phone, right? Was Brick Baby fucking with the trainee downstairs?
Hello?
Yo, what up, man?
What up, homie? Hey, man, look, bro, dude is strange, bro. You know what I mean? And I ain't in here, but he's strange. He was asking me for grease when he could have had a gang of homies up down there. You know what I'm saying? So, that'll tell you right there. You feel me?
So Brick is messing with the community like that. Whoa.
I mean, he should have asked one of the homies for some grease. It's a gang of niggas down there that had grease. He go ask the trainee, my nigga. I don't know what that all about. Then he filled his own mouth, right? He like, man, the trainee give me Google eyes. So I'm like, damn, nigga, like if you trying to give you Google eyes, go check that nigga.
Wait, hold
But,
on. Wait, so what's grease? Like, what does that mean?
Like some hair grease. You know, nigga got dreads, right?
Oh, okay.
I got dreads, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go ask no trainee for no grease. I'm gonna wait till I buy my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to ask the trainee for some grease. Then we had a meeting and we told another nigga we don't get out like that. The nigga said, man, the punk give me Google eyes. So I'm like, nigga, go check the nigga. But he didn't go check the nigga. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Now, what they say that Brick might have got turned out like when he was free by Adam 22.
No, he told me he was like, Adam introduced him to that, so it's no problems. I'm like, cuz I'm 6'0", like, bro, you in jail. Like, cuz this is weird.
Oh man. So wait, so after that conversation, did he ask you for a squabble?
Yeah, no, he told the police and they rolled me up out of that unit.
What do you mean? He told the COs? Brick?
Yeah, he told the COs and got me up out of there, me and my cellie. And then there's like 5 other cribs.
Damn. Okay, so that didn't happen because that's what we heard. Supposedly he was mad that you claim his paperwork wasn't right or something.
No, it wasn't no claim. I'm the one that cleared up his paperwork with the child abuse shit.
Oh, so they were looking at it. Oh, okay. So then they move you into this new unit, and I guess this new unit has like people who are high profile because if you have Smirk around.
This call is from a federal prison. You said what?
If Smirk is around, like this got to be like the high profile level, right?
Yeah. It's the high profile level. So it's like where all the where the actives at, where everybody that's active at.
But,
so yeah. No, he can't come on this floor.
Now I gotta ask you.
He's a sweetheart.
Now I gotta ask you because they're gonna say it online. They're gonna say they moved you to the PC floor. That's why you on the floor with DURK.
What?
Because DURK.
Okay.
They're saying DURK is in involuntary, protective custody because of his stature. Even though I think.
Yeah, right. Feds don't have PC.
Oh, okay.
On here, you know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. No, we just in here. We're all gang members. I could have 30 gang members right now and tell you where they from. That's active in here. Faststone, where you from? You from Blackstone? Where you from, CJ? 6'7". Right there. Hello.
What up, man?
Hey, Trey. What's going on, gang? What's the big old deal?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How everything with you?
Yeah, we right here chilling. Right here chilling. Trying to get back to the house as everybody, but we right here all active members.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. Keep holding it down, man. Keep doing your thing, brothers.
Yeah, hold on.
Real active member, 6'7" neighborhood crib, baby in bang though. Yeah, nigga ain't up here with no PCers though. On the dead homie smash on everything that's coming this way, that's bad. On the set though. Free us, free the real.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, real active. Yo, Lieutenant, it's NBA 3. Real active from LA, A-Trey Gangsta Crip.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no PC shit.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we the young niggas out. Yeah, we the young niggas out the 8 trade games and dogs. NBA 3.
Word, man. Yo, salute to y'all, man. Hold y'all head, man. We praying for y'all boys.
Hey, KO.
Yo,
All
loose.
right, good looking.
Yo, loose.
Say something. Somebody have to get grabbed, number knockout in the half. You know, keep your hands up out there. Real nigga coming home, and the notorious pussy seller. You know, the one dweller.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hello. No, but listen, it's all gang members, all active in here.
Yo, Luce, has anybody tried to test you? Anybody try to like test you, like to see if you like that?
Yeah, of course, and this shit went all bad for him.
Okay.
And here, you know, I run all over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the king of LA.
Okay, all right. So ain't nobody little boying you up in there. Ain't nobody pressing you.
No, hell no. Ain't nobody gonna never do that. If somebody think they gonna do that, it's gonna be all bad for them.
Oh shit. Okay, all right. Yo,
Honey, you are on live.
Yeah, your wife.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, your wife just want to remind you.
Hey, definitely.
Yo, Luz, what's the current status of like, yo? Are you and Wack cool or like, what's y'all relationship right now?
Yeah. We cool. I just don't know what Wack is doing out there. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like Cuz supposed to be my man, and you know nobody would be running content if I was out on the streets.
Yeah,
and that's a given when it comes down to everybody that's speaking. Everybody would be on their best behavior.
Yeah. So do you think you think he's running content on you or something?
No, I'm just saying like everybody that's doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so he should check them niggas for you, right?
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, Wack know what's going on. But you know, Wack, he got a you know what he's doing. But you know, that's my guy, so I don't want to speak indirect or anything like that. But you know, I love him to death. So at the end of the day, it's like we'll figure it out when I get out.
Yeah. No, I get you. When's the next time you're going to court? Like Sharice was telling me that you guys are trying to get a bail hearing. The people need you out here. They need to hear you. You know what I mean? Like, just be on your sweetie type of vibes. You feel what I'm saying? They need you back out.
Yeah, sweetie. We need sweetie all in the chat.
Now everybody spam on sweetie in the chat one time for my man Loose Cannon, man. Everybody. Hey, by the way, Tory Lanez isn't federal. Tory Lanez is and he's in prison. Yeah, I can't believe.
Yeah, but I left. I left Young Boy in Casanova and Pahrump like a month ago.
Oh, you were in there with Young Boy and Casanova?
Yep. I just left him.
Really? Yeah, your Young Boy is now free. Casanova, I guess he's still in the he's still locked up. Oh wow. I mean, how different is it? And like, you know what I mean? You don't seem like you're in a like you're depressed and like that. How different is it from like being like
He got cut off. The 10 minutes has ended.
Okay.
So we have to wait for if he may call back. I wasn't paying attention. I would have given you guys the 1 minute mark. My bad.
Yeah.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah, that was DJ Vlad. I don't even know if he's watching the stream. But
He probably is. You know, he probably is. I just wonder now that all this is going on with Big U.
Yeah.
What Vlad got to say? You know, that used to be his partner. You know what I'm saying?
That used to be Vlad's man. I mean, I think he's probably in disbelief.
You know what I'm saying? He used to talk all this big talk about he don't want LUCE on his platform because he lying on Big U's list and this, that, and the third, and now what he thinking?
Oh, that might be interesting. Hey, by the way, speaking of which, do you, obviously we hope it never gets to any situation like this, but Big U, from what we hear, is this decorated super gang leader or whatever that had so much power. I said when he was going to jail, when he started naming names, and he was like, 600 Wack, and he mentioned even Brick Baby and LUCE, like he was kind of almost, at least for definitely Wack and 600, he was putting a target on their back. The judge basically agreed with that. Do you ever feel in threat because, he might be looking at you and being like, yo, if I can't, if like I need to send a message to LUCE. If I can't do something to LUCE, let me do something to LUCE's woman.
Listen, first and foremost, I'm very, very good over here.
Good.
Nobody is scared of nothing. Okay. Second of all, he'll be a fool. Okay. I've got cameras wrapped around the whole block. Okay.
As you should.
I wish I would, because then I'm not like my husband. I'm gonna tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all you got to do. Exactly.
Here's the video. There you go. Let's believe that. I'm not from the streets. I don't do none of that. No, we good. All right. The second of all, I'm fully prepared and fully locked and loaded. So try me if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this whole like I feel like this whole indictment is like this murder stuff, which they just want Big U. They just put a bunch of fluff onto it, and I think that's why they're like catching up people like LUCE and everybody else into it. So you had mentioned this earlier, just for the record. The robbery that they're trying to claim that LUCE did on behalf of Big U, and they're saying, oh, he corroborated by speaking about it on a podcast. Essentially, you're saying no, he was talking shit. Maybe knew about, maybe heard a story in the hood or whatever, and he's just repeating it. But there's no proof that he actually did none of this shit, right? That's what you're saying, right?
It's just really unfortunate because Cannon's situation is a lot different to a lot of the others that's on this indictment. They actually have zero proof, no wiretaps, no video evidence, nothing, just all hearsay.
Hmm.
And you cannot use your own words against you. That's one thing in a court of law. So what they're doing is using his own words in collaboration with what someone else is saying, which that someone else has been working for the government for how many years, and is just trying to take off time for all of his crimes that he's done, to where you don't know what if he's being actually factual. And truth be told, when did he tell the police this story? Did he tell them after he heard the podcast? All of that, y'all need to understand. It goes into effect. Like, okay, when exactly did he tell y'all this story that Cannon was at this alleged incident?
Oh, that's the dispensary guy. He's cooperating, right?
Oh yeah, he been cooperating. We got his paperwork. He been working for a minute.
Oh wow, holy shit!
He got proper bricks, everything from the moon to the sun. And if in fact, y'all need to think about this, right? If in fact he was cooperating, this alleged incident that happened, did you turn in that money to the feds after you got your payout? Because if you didn't, then you were part of the crime, sweetheart.
Ooh, okay, so he probably didn't. He might have backdoored that. Okay, that's crazy.
So
What?
you're not a victim. You're actually a criminal too.
Wow. How, I'm pretty sure LUCE would know because I don't know if they've turned over Discovery yet. How many people are telling? Does LUCE got the work? Like as Wack would say, does he have the work? Not none of the familiar faces though, right? I just got to make sure Brick Baby not telling because you know what I mean.
I honestly, I cannot say right now, but best believe it's a lot of people that you'd be shocked about, and it's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But with the protective punitive orders that our legal has, there's nothing that we can really say in regards to that.
Okay, let's at least talk about this. You think Brick was fucking with that tranny? Like, come on now, like.
Well, I believe he probably got the grease for his hair.
Hold on, and hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. We from the island.
Yes.
What type of grease?
Yes.
What type
exactly.
of grease?
Listen.
Type of grease? Like we gotta figure it out. Chat. What type of grease you think?
Yo, when we both heard that story, we both grabbed a drink real quick. So you pour your shot. I got my good whiskey here.
Yo, everybody in my chat saying that's that buka. I don't even know what that is.
That's what he be saying.
Oh, that's like some batimanting or something? Like, what was that?
No, so Brick Baby got this thing where he go buka. It's really crazy. I don't know what it means, but
Oh shit. Somebody says, yo, they say you look like Faith Evans now. They're so thirsty for you.
I've gotten that many times too, especially when I was younger. I got it because I was heavy in the music business, and I would be around Jay-Z, Diddy, all of them, and they would all call me Baby Faith.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
they're in here wilding. They're trying to get you to stand up, do it. Now I get what they mean by 360. They want you to do a 360. Like, no, nigga, this ain't OnlyFans. That's disrespectful. That's my man Luke's wife.
It's so silly. Yeah, but I retired from the entertainment business for a while actually. I just wanted to do things that I wanted to do and have fun and let my hair down. I was raised in the classical world. I went to Manhattan School of Music where it was all snooty and straight, and I did some things so proper. I really didn't show my ass. I was so conservative to
Mm,
where I was kind of doing my Miley Cyrus moment where I
yeah,
said, frig it, let me loose type of thing.
yeah,
You know, so during COVID, I said, frig this. I did things always by the book. I didn't go suck, fuck, like, all that. I didn't do none of that.
yeah,
But at that very moment, I said, I'm going to live my life now. I don't care about what anybody got to say. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to go do what I want to do. I'm going to go,
yeah,
I'm single, right? So if I choose to mess with somebody, I choose to mess with them. It is what it is. It's not for no, I'm trying to get to the top or not. No, it wasn't about that. At the
yeah.
time, I was just, having fun. And if it got me somewhere, it got me somewhere. Because best believe, if I were like Madonna and carried knee pads to meetings, I would have been probably a lot greater than I was.
Hey, hey, did you hear about your ex sneaky link setting up Shannon Sharp?
Who?
Shaq.
Who? Shaq is not my ex sneaking. Cut
Hey,
the shit.
hey, ain't that was the story you told me?
No, the Cannon
Oh no, it was
messed with
Luce.
his.
Luce was
Yeah,
smashing Shawnee. Oh my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Shaq is family. He would never disrespect me like that.
Oh
No,
no. I was just saying he lined up on my man Shannon.
I saw that.
That shit was crazy, right? Hey, what's up
Shit.
with you and your boy Lemmy? Like, I know you don't fuck with him still, probably. Do you?
You
No.
know that is behind me. There's nothing for me to talk about.
It-
I'm not even that chapter of my life is past.
that's good. Hey, are you I know you say you're filming a reality show currently, right?
Hmm.
Like what type of reality show are we talking about?
It's based around this story. It's based around what's going on in my life right now. You know, and it's women. It's gonna be 5 women, and all of us have dated somebody in the street. So it's called The Real Gang Wives.
The
Instead
real
of Mob
gang wives.
Wives, Gang Wives.
Nah, that hits. What could you divulge any of the other is there any notable like we know you, is there any other notable wives or who they've
Absolutely.
dated?
I can't say just yet, y'all. I just
Don't
already
tell me you
gave
got a
y'all.
big U wife on there.
Huh?
Don't tell me you have big U wife on there. Do you have a
I
wife?
can't. I can't tell y'all who's on there.
You got brick
You
baby
know,
baby moms on there?
I can't tell y'all who's on there.
You're cool with brick baby moms though, right?
I can't tell y'all who's on there.
No, I'm not saying she on the show, but you're cool with her though, right?
Yeah, we were cool until
Oh, you
Brick
went
tried to
left.
be funny. So she right now she on timeout.
You know who you got to put on the show? You got to put
Who?
R&B. We got to see that.
I I was she is a potential cast member.
Let me see
Hmm.
who else. I don't know.
Look at you, cast. You want to cast the show?
Nah. I'll be. There's a lot of like some notorious gang dudes who I'm like, yo, I wonder what their woman is like, or like what their woman got to deal with. So wait, I see you also shut down this idea, right? Which I'm glad you did, and you shut it down forcefully, which you should. Because as soon as somebody gets incarcerated, I mean, obviously I wasn't even gonna ask Dirk that, but like some of these knuckleheads really believe that like as soon as somebody gets locked up, their girl is going. People are saying, "Oh, India is already gonna be going." Like Clay, that's like his wife. They actually got married, mother of his
Mhm.
kids. Like I actually do believe if a woman would even step out before you even go to trial, that's a really horrible woman. You get what I'm saying?
That is a bad look. Absolutely. Truth be told, I don't even like to go nowhere outside of maybe getting something to eat with a family member. If that, the most you'll see me go to is church.
Would
I'm
you
not
say
even. I'm not even trying to be partying. Like, what does it look like you partying while your man is going through something like this? It doesn't make any sense.
the
You know,
dude Munchie B was trying to say that you would be going?
Munchie B can't even see where I go.
Wait, he can't see?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, wait, what do you mean he can't see?
What? Allegedly, who knows at this point? But allegedly he's supposed to be blind, and I don't know.
Wait, he's like
I
a blind Crip? Is he a Crip or a Blood?
I don't even know. I follow his story. I just know that he's a troll and he keeps talking nonsense. He's never met me a day in his life, and all of a sudden he hates me for life. I don't even know. I guess guilty by association because you don't like my man. But at the end of the day, it's just like, can't be messing with him because he started with him first.
True.
So of course he gonna talk about his peanut butter ass and come on.
Peanut butter. What? Okay. Oh,
Oh, you didn't know?
I've been hearing about some peanut butter stuff, but I don't know why they keep mentioning
Yes,
peanut
he
butter.
was in jail, and apparently they stuck some stuff up his booty.
Was it peanut butter or like some other stuff?
I don't even know.
Oh, okay, that's some other stuff. Hey, the day that Luce got arrested, were you there?
Yes, I was.
Could you describe that day? Was it at the house? Did you guys think or know that they were like? Because I would imagine they would maybe have been surveilling him. I know the day before he was at No Jumper. Describe what happened that day.
It's funny you mentioned that. He wished they did get him at No Jumper because he's like, man,
That went
I drove,
viral.
I
Right?
drove hours back to Vegas just to get picked up and held almost a month in freaking Vegas detention just to get transferred. It just delayed so much.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
wish,
yeah.
wish it just they just took them both there. You know what I'm saying? Especially even Brick because what they do when they go to your house. It's just traumatic to the family. Rick's wife was telling me, the babies were screaming, "Don't do that! Don't take!" Like it's traumatic. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? The way they went in and messed things up and ransacked things, and you know what I'm saying? They looking for pieces. They looking for this, that. It just was a lot, right? So it's just like, why not just? This is about to go down. Just get them there quietly. Like, why do that? I feel like they enjoy tormenting
Yeah.
people like that. And they put on their suits and their gear, and it's like, oh yeah, we got to get this. It's like a thrill to them.
So,
So we got the word. I don't know if it was like 9 a.m. I was supposed to actually go get a facial that day, and I was like, baby, I'm gonna have to cancel this facial because I don't know, if when I leave and you here with the baby, if they come to the house or whatever.
so he knew he
He's
was
like,
wanted then, right? Because
knew. Well, we saw the news. It said he was captured. So when they
so
said in custody, he wasn't in custody at the time they
really,
announced it. I think they thought his brother was him, and they were transferring. When they figured out his brother was not him, then they were like, "Oh shoot, we don't got him."
so then what happened? Did he turn himself in, or did they like kick the door down?
We anticipated that they were going to come, so what we did was we went to a hotel. So we were heading to the hotel, and literally within that moment, is they met us at the hotel, like they knew we were there.
They
It's
met y'all
crazy.
at the hotel. Yo, the fans is different.
We didn't even get to check in. We didn't even get to check in. So it's like, I am so glad we did that because they didn't come and ransack things and mess things up. And it could have been a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying? They could have damaged the house because they just love to do that, you know? So
Wow.
we purposely did that just so that we can not have no issues where they, mess things up.
Did,
So
did they seize anything from the house? Did they use a search warrant and like try to go through things? No.
no,
Okay,
they didn't
that's
even come to the house. No.
really
Mm.
wow.
No, and truth be told, I have tenants at my house right now. So
Yeah.
I have other properties that people don't know about. I'm not even at the house on Aberdeen, like people want to say. That's a rental property.
Really.
Mhm.
Hey, there's this woman online that she's saying that she's his real wife. You know who this
We're
person
not
is?
even gonna talk about a non-factor. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't care. Let's skip next.
Okay. So all right. So we don't know that
Next.
person.
We're not giving her no more clout, no more time of day. Next.
Oh, you dealt with her already. Okay.
Yes.
Some.
She's gonna deal with my lawyers. So talk to my lawyer. Don't talk to me.
Ooh, you gotta hit her with that lawsuit. Oh, she been talking crazy. Oh, you gotta hit her with that
Talk to
lawsuit.
my lawyer. You're not even gonna get it no more from me.
Oh shit. Somebody says what? Somebody says you look like you have good skincare. She probably does get facials. What are they talking about?
Yeah. We're talking about me going to get facials. I do take care of myself. That's one thing my mom taught me, to drink lots of water, wash your face twice a day at least. Some people don't do that. You'd be surprised. People don't wash their face twice a day. They don't even more or
Right.
less brush their teeth twice a day.
Yeah, no, definitely. Somebody says, "What are y'all talking about?" It says, "No, she's not standing up." Like, ask some like constructive questions. Wait, okay. So we have a new. Would you ever? I know the last place y'all did a reality show. The last one was the. Was what was it?
Batty and the Beast.
The what and what?
Batty and the Beast.
Batty and the
So that
Beast, right?
yeah, that was our TV show that we produced and licensed to Urban Flicks. We own the rights to it right now. I'm in talks with licensing it to another network and working on season 2 of that as well.
Would you ever consider going to like? I know Wack, his artist, Ray J owns Tronics. Would you think about Tronics? I know Zeus is probably off the table, but what other like competitive subscription um, networks are out there that you're thinking about?
Yeah, I'm open for whoever got the bag at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's not about anything but that, because truth be told, the show will push itself, especially with all that's going on right now. You know, y'all see the algorithm. You see the numbers. The numbers is numbering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're getting 2.8 million impressions right now, easy on a slow day, and I don't even really post like that. So it's just, with all that being said, that's worth something to a network. Right now I have 3 deals on the table for the Real Gang Wives,
Hey,
and
uh,
it's a
I
matter of a
think I think
deal.
I don't know if Wack is watching. Well, I don't think he's watching because he says he's in the movie theaters, right? He says he's in the theater, movie theater. Say I'm in the movies. I'm just getting a text. He's. Is this your nickname? He says, "Do you have Sharice on or you have Gigi on? Who else Gigi? That's you."
No, that's not me. That's the non-factor.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, all right. Let me see. All right, yeah, no. I don't know what Wack's talking about that, but yeah, all
So
right. Uh,
I
so
mean, he's doing numbers in the federal prison. So
yeah,
you
okay.
know,
Tell me the strategy because this is what some people are confused by, right? Some people are like, listen, this is probably the first time ever that they're seeing content being done in real time from people who are incarcerated. What is the strategy here? Is it a strategy to get the AdSense, dollars still coming in? Is a strategy? Let's keep the name and the brand up because we're building something. Is a strategy? Let's use this as an outlet to give our side and be able to speak to the people. What's the strategy of all of this?
absolutely, the strategy is just that we are giving the people from the outside what we're dealing with here firsthand. Without others running a narrative or giving their opinions on what's going on. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. You're hearing it from our side. You're seeing what we go through daily. You know what I'm saying? And it also keeps his head in a good space of, okay, let me, take things off of my mind besides this. Like this makes him happy.
Yeah,
So if this is making him happy, I'm gonna continue to do that at the end of the day.
yeah. Do you know how much time he's facing?
No. How would you know? How would you know? Of course, we're gonna know each charge, holds up to 20 years, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's if the charges are what the charges are. And of course, it's cost less for the government to go to trial. So I mean, it costs more for them to go to trial. So they're gonna want to try to give a deal, you know, and say, okay, will you take this? And we skip trial. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
How the 8 months since you've given birth, now the father of the child is removed from the home. How difficult and what are you going through like personally? You gotta mentally still support Luce. You gotta be there, be on calls with him. But you have a very young child that you have to tend to and care for, and then to you got to get mommy got to have a life too. So how do you juggle everything and what's your day to day and what are you going through?
It's been very, very difficult. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really show my weakness online. I'm not one to do that. I don't like to do that, unless it's part of entertainment and okay, I say okay, I'm gonna let go, But what's really happening to me right now, it's hard for me to just let that out. I'm not gonna cry on here. I'm not gonna be doing that because I have to be strong, not just for myself, but for my son and my husband. You know what I'm saying? And it is hard. I'm not even going to say this is the easy thing for me. I see everybody's comments. I see everybody's, stories and this and that and the third. And instead of the positives, people love to focus on the negatives. So I'm not going to give them no more negatives to focus on to talk about me and what I'm going through. I'm going to just be the strong woman that I am and that I was raised to be, and be there for my children, and my children, I mean, I have, family that I also take care of. I have kids that I take care of in Africa. I have adopted. People don't know the things that I do. A lot of people just see what they see, but they don't know the things that I'm actually a part of, the businesses that I got. So it's a lot that I'm handling and doing
Yeah.
outside of what you see in the forefront.
Yeah. Was this you and Luce's child? Was this your first kid?
Yes. Yes. And
Ah.
this was my miracle baby. I'm not even gonna hold you. A lot of people don't know we've been through a lot. Like I personally, it was hard for me to have a baby because I suffer from PCOS. One, I'm a negative blood type, which means my blood type, it attacks anything foreign in my body. So if my baby doesn't have a negative, two, it's going to push it out. So I've suffered multiple miscarriages. We were pregnant with twins and we lost the twins.
Really?
Um, yes.
Wow.
So it's just been it's very difficult. I almost gave up. I'm not even gonna hold you. I almost gave up, and when we weren't even trying, we just was living and just saying, let's just give it a year of a break to just focus. The Lord blessed us, and He said, here you are, you're pregnant. When I got pregnant, I didn't want to get too excited because I had so many letdowns. I was like, all right, let me see how it goes at 3 months. I'm like, I'm not even gonna tell my mom. I'm not gonna tell, like, because telling people and then losing the child is the most like hurtful thing, because it's not that I'm just letting myself down, I'm also letting my family down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
So he was my miracle baby, and truth be told, I had him at 28 weeks. I thought I was losing him when I had him.
Really? Wait, 20 weeks. How many months is that?
7 months, 7 months.
Wow.
So I had him at 28 weeks. He was born 2 pounds, 6 ounces. I actually didn't realize, I didn't know. I thought I had a cold. We took a COVID test. It was negative at home. And when we got to the hospital, they said I had COVID, and that's what induced him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get
And
why you say miracle baby for real.
he's my miracle baby. I think he didn't want, he's like, you got to get me out of here so I don't get sick. And really and truly, he was negative. He didn't get COVID. He was perfect. To this day, I speak to some of the nurses that was at the NICU, and they said, it's crazy." They're like, "He had the perfect skin. He didn't have any breakouts. He didn't have any, whatever the cradle cap, all that. He didn't have none of that. It's just he was perfect." He said, "This is my time, and this is what it is." And I pushed him in 2 pushes, and he was out.
Really?
Hmm.
Nah, nah, definitely. Congrats, Hill. I know you're going through a lot, man. We rock with Luce. Again, one thing Luce gonna do, he gonna keep us entertained. I just, I'm hoping and praying that this all turns out good for him.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
and I retired from everything. I just wanted to focus on being a mother. But while he's gone, he's like, "Baby, I gotta pass you the baton, and I'm sorry, I gotta pull you out of retirement for a little bit so you can keep this going and keep everything rocking." I said, "Okay." So with all that I have going on, I'm also trying to carry the baton for him, just so that he's happy with all of that, because all his hard work doesn't go into waste.
yeah. And from everything I've seen from you, you seem like you're definitely dedicated and you're holding it down for him. I don't see how people could have any complaints or, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but definitely you look like you're all the way in this corner and shit. I mean, y'all are family, so whatever is beneficial for him is gonna be beneficial for you. So,
Absolutely, and
I'm
we do
I'm
everything
hoping it
together.
works out.
Hmm. Thank
Um,
you.
how long do you normally do this for?
About an hour, so we're definitely over my
Okay,
mark.
okay, cool, 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 cool. But yeah,
Right.
then I just want to thank you again, and anything you need, just let me know.
And I thank you too for coming on here. You guys, you definitely have been holding it down, not just for me, for my husband, and we truly appreciate it. Listen, it's Caribbean thing here, so
Come
we
on now.
we connected right this up.
Yeah, exactly. Of
And people
course,
don't understand. They be like, "How she just be popping out with his accent?" That's what we do.
that
You
is
know,
true.
they
True
don't
thing enough.
understand
True thing enough. Of course. But yeah,
it.
Sharice, good talking to you. Listen, feel free to reach out if you need anything. You know, my platform is always available
Appreciate
for Luce. You know, if he wants to say anything to the world, and you know, I hope you know, I watch a lot of his content even on my stream. I hope the
it.
people in the chat do support, and whatever you have initiatives, like please guys go, please cop a shirt, watch a video. I don't care if you guys got to go bump a song. Just realize that, you know, when people are going through real things, and I definitely, you said something that was really important. Yeah, Luce isn't someone that's gonna ask for handouts, but I think it should be up on the people to realize you should want to support, right? You know, they're not gonna beg. You know, there's certain people that's gonna come out and just be on hands and knees and begging. But even if you see someone don't ask for something, when they're in a dire time, you should try to help. You know, you should try to help. So for everybody who's watching this, and we got about like 12,000 people watching now, you guys go support. Okay, please. It's lucecannon.com. Go look him up on Spotify. Go to his YouTube channel. Support him and his wife, and you know, hopefully in due time we'll see this get resolved in a favorable manner. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel at Charisse Mills, CHARISSEMILLS, and support, comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, and also, you know, we're on Instagram too. You know the drill. It's the same name, Charisse Mills, and it's Loose Cannon.
All right, Sharice.
And shout out to our chats. You know, we got our moderators in the building, IBM Hoodlum and Misguided. We appreciate you and all those that are watching. You know, I turned it on members only for the chat because I just didn't want to have the trolls in the
Yeah,
chat.
you gotta get. Sometimes you gotta wean the trolls out. Sometimes that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And this was a very, very dope interview. This is the first time ever Little Dirk has done a podcast since he's been locked up.
Yes.
So this is history in the making.
No.
So,
yes.
you know, shout out to Loose Cannon for making this happen, y'all. I know y'all doubt my husband so many times.
No, I ain't gonna lie. When we first got on there, they was like, yo, bro, you know damn well Lil Durk ain't coming on here. And boy, were we pleasantly surprised. Again, for everybody who's doubted Luce, I think we got to say, at least with us, today's a man of his word. Let's be honest.
There you go. There you have it. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning into Sunday Service with Charisse Mills and my special guest, Akademics.
And of course, big up to Lil Durk, who popped in as well, of course.
Oh, come on. You know, of course, we're going to shout out Lil Durk and my husband, Loose Cannon. We appreciate you always. Make sure y'all tune in next Sunday at 5 p.m. If you think Little Durk was something special, we got something else up too that's in the works. So, I don't know. I may call you on this one.
Hey, just let me know. I'm here.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
All right, later. Okay, y'all. Okay. W call chat? Can we get a W call? Was that a W call or not? I think that was a W call. W call, right? Chat, W call or what? Somebody said I let y'all down. Man, y'all just trying to see her, bro. Like, come on, like, how I look like asking a woman who's supporting her man who's in jail, yo, let me see that ad. Like, come on, bro. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? We the first outlet to get Little Durk on the phone. We're the first outlet. Creating history like always. Okay. Shout out to Schmirk. All right. The Voice. And by the way, I always feel fortunate that I'm not so politicized. Everybody know I have tremendous love and tremendous respect for NBA YoungBoy, but I have tremendous love and tremendous respect for Lil Durk. And I keep myself out of their affairs when it comes to if there's a feud or an argument. I love both artists. I could link with both artists. I have linked with both artists. I don't go around one trying to gossip around about the next. I like, and my relationship with both artists have always been separate. I've been covering Durk since the Warren Chirac days. He was one of the artists that I felt I helped him so much, and I felt he helped me so much. And by the way, he's somebody who's a man of his word. When he said, "Ack, we gonna do that interview," we did do that interview. You get what I'm saying? He stuck to his word, and we did our thing. He's always been solid with me, and I can't say anything different. Okay. All right. Somebody said, "Call Gigi." Who the heck is Gigi?